My name is Daniel Harris, and I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. For as long as I can remember, the gym was my second home. The iron clanging against steel, the smell of chalk on hands, the determination in the eyes of men and women pushing themselves beyond their limits, that was my sanctuary. The gym wasn't just a place to lift weights. It was a community, a classroom, a proving ground where discipline was forged and self-respect was earned. But today, the gyms I once knew are changing. Some are shutting down. Others are surviving, but barely. And the truth is, a growing number of men, close to 60%, according to recent studies, are boycotting gyms altogether. How did we get here? What happened to the iron temples where men once built their bodies, their confidence, and their brotherhood? This is not just my story. It's the story of millions of men across America. The Golden Era. Back in the early 2000s, the gym culture in America was booming. Memberships were soaring, and gyms were packed after work hours. I still remember those days at Titan Fitness, the gym where I started. It didn't matter if you were a skinny teenager, a middle-aged man fighting a beer belly, or a retired veteran wanting to stay active. The gym welcomed everyone. There was no judgment, just a silent pact that whoever walked in through those doors came with the intention to better themselves. The trainers were passionate, the equipment was reliable, and people formed friendships through spotting each other on the bench press or sharing tips on form and nutrition. It wasn't glamorous. Nobody cared what brand of clothes you wore or whether you were posting selfies in the mirror. It was about hard work, sweat, and consistency. But slowly, things began to change. The rise of social media fitness. Around 2012, Instagram exploded, and suddenly, gym culture wasn't about lifting for strength or health anymore. It was about aesthetics and clout. People no longer came to the gym to train, they came to record. Selfies, ring lights, tripods, what once was a training ground turned into a filming studio. For some, the gym was no longer a sacred place of self-improvement. It became a stage. And with social media came the rise of influencers. Some of them genuinely loved fitness and inspired others to join. But many were more interested in quick fame, sponsorship deals, and product placements. They promoted shortcuts, supplements, fad diets, and unrealistic programs, while the essence of discipline, patience, and grinding day after day got lost. The atmosphere in gyms shifted. Serious lifters grew frustrated, newcomers felt intimidated, and the sense of community began to dissolve. The pandemic blow. If social media was the first blow to gym culture, the COVID-19 pandemic was the knockout punch. In 2020, gyms across the country shut down overnight. What we thought would be a 2-week closure turned into months. For some gyms, it turned into forever. Titan Fitness, the gym I had been loyal to for nearly 15 years, closed its doors permanently during the pandemic. I'll never forget walking past the building in 2021 and seeing the "For Lease" sign on the window. It was like losing a piece of my identity. During those months of lockdown, people adapted. Men built makeshift gyms in their garages, basements, and backyards. Resistance bands, adjustable dumbbells, and pull-up bars sold out online. People realized they could still get stronger without paying $60 a month to stand in line for a squat rack. And when gyms reopened, something strange happened. Many men didn't come back. The new gym environment. Today's gyms are not the same. The prices are higher, the rules are stricter, and the environment is less welcoming. Many men complain about constant distractions, phones, influencers, and a culture that feels more about appearance than hard work. Some gyms even introduced no filming rules, while others encouraged it, creating a divide among members. For some men, it felt like the gym had stopped being a serious training space and had turned into a social club. Add to that the rising cost of living, rent, groceries, gas, and suddenly, gym memberships felt like a luxury many could cut out. Why pay for a membership when you can train at home, run outside, or invest in a few pieces of equipment that last for years? Why men are boycotting. So why are nearly 60% of men stepping away from gyms? The reasons are layered, but they boil down to a few main factors. 1. Financial strain. Membership fees have gone up, often paired with hidden charges for sign-ups, maintenance, or classes. With the economy squeezing wallets tighter, many men see home gyms as a smarter investment. 2. Toxic atmosphere. Gyms were once brotherhoods where men encouraged each other. Now, many describe the environment as competitive, judgmental, or distracted by social media culture. 3. Convenience of home training. Technology has made it easier than ever to train at home. With apps, YouTube tutorials, and compact equipment, men can save time commuting and still make progress. 4. Loss of community spirit. The sense of camaraderie that once defined gyms is fading. Without that, the motivation to show up declines. The rise of garage gyms. I remember when my friend Jonathan from Houston told me he turned his garage into a gym. At first, I laughed. I pictured rusty barbells and a dusty treadmill. But when I visited him, I was shocked. His setup was better than most commercial gyms. A squat rack, an Olympic bar, bumper plates, a bench, and even resistance bands neatly organized. He told me it cost him around $1,500, less than 2 years of gym memberships. And here's the thing, he loved it. No waiting for machines, no distractions, no judgment. Just pure training, whenever he wanted. Jonathan wasn't alone. Across America, men are embracing home and garage gyms. What started as a temporary solution during lockdown has turned into a lifestyle shift. The future of gyms. Does this mean gyms are doomed forever? Not necessarily. But gyms will have to adapt if they want to survive. Some are shifting towards smaller, specialized spaces, powerlifting gyms, martial arts dojos, and CrossFit boxes, where communities are tighter and values are clear. Others are offering hybrid memberships that include online coaching and home workout options. But one thing is certain, the days of men blindly paying monthly fees just for access to a treadmill are fading. Men are becoming more intentional about where they invest their money, their time, and their energy. My personal choice. As for me, I still believe in the gym. There's something about the smell of iron and chalk, the discipline of waking up at 5 a.m., and the shared struggle of lifting alongside others that keeps me coming back. But I also have a home setup now. A barbell, plates, and a bench in my basement. I use it when I don't feel like commuting or when I need to focus in silence. I don't see it as a betrayal of gyms, I see it as balance. The gym gave me discipline, structure, and resilience. But I also learned that discipline doesn't have to be tied to a location. It's a mindset you carry wherever you go. Closing thoughts. Gyms are going bankrupt, not just because of economics, but because of culture. The brotherhood, the discipline, the sense of purpose that once defined gyms is slipping away. And men are noticing. But maybe this isn't the end. Maybe it's a correction.